Jamaica is a unitary, sovereign state. There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. I want that to be absolutely clear. None. And under my leadership, not 1 inch of Jamaica will come under any other sovereign authority.
I don't, what the Prime Minister said, he wrong, because they already know that Maroon town is a state within a state. We are a sovereign set of people.
Why would he say something like that? Is he drinking? We need to take him to Kinder, make him find us that we are the most powerful person in this world, not him. He need to come and apologize to us because we are not a gorilla. We are a decent citizen.
Is he crazy?
He's a gorilla because he cannot rule in country. He cannot rule in constituency. Look up more than going up there.
In this video, the Maroons of Jamaica are demanding 2 things from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. Why are they demanding these 2 things? But first of all, what are these 2 things that they are demanding for? First, they demand a public apology from the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. But why are they demanding this apology? We'll find out in this video. Secondly, they are demanding to become a sovereign nation, a sovereign country, an independent people. Why are the Maroons wanting to become a sovereign state? But are they already a sovereign state already? We'll find out more in this video. So let's watch the following video in order to find out. But before that, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the video together.
Up first this evening, he should apologize. Maroons in a compound St. Elizabeth are expressing hurt and disappointment at comments made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Sunday. Now, responding to journalists at a press briefing, Mr. Holness insisted that his administration does not recognize any group as a sovereign state in Jamaica. Our reporter Giovanni Dennis is in a compound and filed this report earlier this evening.
Through bad and sometimes muddy roads, our team ventured to Akongpong St. Elizabeth on Monday. It was a day after this remark by Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
Jamaica is a unitary, sovereign state. There is no other sovereign authority in Jamaica other than the government of Jamaica. I want that to be absolutely clear. None. And under my leadership, not 1 inch of Jamaica will come under any other sovereign authority.
There's a sense of disappointment among Maroons here in Akongpong St. Elizabeth. They're hurt by comments made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Sunday about their sovereignty.
Right now, when I think of foolish, that statement you need to jab back and think back and go back in a chair and think again and come back with a different statement. You understand what I'm saying?
Maroon?
Because we know the peace treaty we sign, you know. You understand what I say? We sign a peace treaty. You understand what I say?
Bloodshed for us.
Bloodshed for us, man.
I don't, what the Prime Minister said, he wrong, because they already know that Maroon town is a state within a state. We are a sovereign set of people, loving, kind.
We lose our Prime Minister. Whenever I expect him to say something like that about Maroon, nothing going to win the next time, the next election.
At 200 years.
Yeah, man, in disrespect Maroon. But we don't feel good about it. Yeah, man.
What you don't want to see happen right now?
I live, we want to live good.
Just like how we live?
Just like how we all live.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
Peace and love there.
Peace and love.
Why would he say something like that? Is he drinking? We need to take him to Kinder, make him find us that we are the most powerful person in this world, not him. He need to come and apologize to us because we are not a gorilla. You're a decent citizen.
Is he crazy?
And him a gorilla. Because he cannot rule in country. He cannot rule in constituency. Look up more than going up there.
Chief of the Akongpong Maroons, Richard Curry, is urging dialogue.
For those who are leaders are responsible for maintaining proper communication and not allow themselves to mislead or misdirect the energies of a particular situation, because it could be detrimental.
He insists the situation needs to be de-escalated going forward.
More responsible and respectful communication, because I've always been asking for communication and dialogue. So for us, it's really about ensuring that, as leaders, we have a responsibility and a duty to the people to ensure that when we communicate effectively, clearly, and also seek all measures, all measures that are available to de-escalate and address situations before they become otherwise.
I think the first step the Prime Minister should take is apologizing to the Maroons publicly.
I've been speaking to people since I've been here, and a lot of people sound very hurt by what he said. What's the mood in the community?
It's a down feeling here in Akongpong, and it's only because of what the Prime Minister had said.
The Maroons contend their sovereignty hinges on this treaty signed between their forefathers and British colonizers in 1738. From Akongpong, St. Elizabeth, Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.
The Maroons of Jamaica are a minority group in Jamaica. They make up about 5,000 individuals who make up the Maroon community. The entire population of Jamaica stands about nearly 3 million people. So comparing their population of about 5,000 individuals to 3 million people, you could clearly see that this is a minority group in Jamaica, and they need people in order to speak for them, people in order to talk on their behalf, so that their grievances would be heard and addressed appropriately. Now, before we dive into any other discussions, let's look at the history of the Maroon people. The Maroons of Jamaica are the descendants of the slaves who escaped from the colonial British Spanish plantation in the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. The origin of the Maroons can be traced back to the dispersal of the enslaved Africans who were brought to the Caribbean from the African continent. Slavery and colonization had a huge impact on the development of the Maroon culture as they escaped to the remote mountainous regions of Jamaica. The Maroons established independent settlements. Here, new cultures emerged through a combination of African and Caribbean influences. Despite attempts by the Europeans to recapture the Maroons, they successfully preserved their identities thanks to their own strength and courage. The history of Maroons is very complex. It is deeply intertwined with the colonial history of the Caribbean, as well as the history of slavery in the region. Many significant events have left lasting impressions on the Maroon culture, including wars, treaties, and even successful resistance efforts against the British. Now, the main languages spoken by the Maroon people are Akan, Yoruba, Temini, because they had their origin back from West Africa and from countries currently Ghana, Nigeria, during the transatlantic slave trade. Those were the areas where slaves were being captured and then taken to the Caribbean. The British, who enslaved the Maroons, later on signed a treaty with the Maroons in the year 1738 and granted independence to the people of Maroon. So they lived over there in their communities and in their settlement as individual people who are independent. Fast forward in 1962, that was when Jamaica gained independence. And when Jamaica gained independence, the Constitution of Jamaica did not factor in the treaty that was signed between the Maroon people and the British colonial masters. So in this case, if the Constitution of Jamaica holds, that it means that it totally annuls the treaty that was signed between the Maroon people and then the British colonizers. Now the president, or the prime minister in this case, Mr. Andrew Holness, says that there is no sovereign state or sovereign people in Jamaica apart from the government of Jamaica. And this statement, I'm sure, is premised on the Constitution of Jamaica. But the people of Maroon are also not satisfied with this statement, in the sense that their great-great-great-grandfathers in 1738 signed this treaty with the British colonizers in order for them to be independent of themselves, control their own resources and manage their own things. But since the president is saying that there is no sovereign state, it indirectly refers to them that the treaty that was signed between their forefathers and the British colonizers is something that has been thrown away to the dogs. And the people of, or the Maroon people, are not happy about this. They reside in a town known as Akompong in St. Elizabeth, and they are not happy about this at all. Secondly, since the area is under the jurisdiction of Jamaica, the Jamaican government is also having a mining agreement with a mining company which has chosen a concession within that area to mine bauxite in that area. And the Maroon people feels that this area is theirs and they have to decide on what to use that for, and not the government deciding on what to use their settlements and their resources for. So these people are aggrieved, and I think we need to speak for the marginalized. We need to speak for this minority group. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Should the Maroons be given sovereignty and independence so that they could have their own country or their own nation, or now they are part of Jamaica, so the treaty signed between them, that is their great-great-grandfathers in 1738, and the British colonial masters, should just be annulled, and everything now in the government, in the hands of the government of Jamaica. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe button down there, click on the subscribe button, click as well on the notification bell, and I'd like to see you again in my next video.